So what has the view then from Europe been over the weekend, Maria?
Well, Anna, I would say there's a short-term view and there's a long-term view. If you look at the short term, it's clear that on Saturday there was a sense of relief where all the European leaders at the same time came out and congratulated the president-elect. There's this idea that we're going to see a return to traditional politics, no more politics by tweets, no more tariffs as negotiating tools. But over the long-term picture, something has changed when it comes to the European Union. You know, the legacy perhaps of President Trump is this idea that Europe needs to become much more self-reliant. There is this phrase, this line that we hear time after time in Brussels, strategic autonomy. Europe has got to be a much bigger voice on the global picture. So I would say, of course, there's relief. There is a real push to rekindle that transatlantic relationship, but also Europe pushing for its own agenda. There's issues where the two could work together very clearly, but also there's other issues that they point to, such as China, technology, tax reform when it comes to big American tech, where it could get problematic. And today we've seen again trade back at the forefront. There's a number of disputes that will have to be settled between the two of them. The Europeans hoping that they can get done without tariffs. But of course, that trade tension to some extent continues.
Yes, indeed. And the other thing that continues is Brexit negotiations, or the trade deal post-Brexit, of course, set to come into place or not on January the 1st of next year. And given what we've heard from the Biden camp about Brexit, about the Good Friday Agreement, about the UK's internal markets bill, it does raise questions about how Biden-proof the UK's Brexit strategy is. What's the expectation there?
Yes, and look, Anna, in theory, the two are separate, but of course the context really matters. And as you pointed out, the Biden camp has had a very different tone when it comes to Brexit. President Trump made it obvious that he was a fan of Brexit, that he believed Brexit was a good thing for the United Kingdom. And he repeated time and time and again that the UK would get a big, fast, quick trade deal with the United States. With the Biden camp, we've heard repeatedly that the Irish has got to be respected, that international law does matter, and that the Good Friday Agreement has got to be respected too. So for the Europeans, if anything, this increases the pressure on the Prime Minister to cut a deal in the next few weeks. I would say it's remarkable just how much the tone coming from the UK has shifted over the past few weeks, where the Prime Minister went from saying the European Union is not negotiating in good faith to yesterday and over the weekend pointing that he does want a good trade deal with the EU and that he believes is the best outcome out of the two. Again, whether this is just happening by coincidence, I guess remains to be seen.